Cool. What's good, y'all? West Coast Arbs here with another live stream. In Missouri for the next week until Christmas. Literally just pulled up here to bet. So, should be a lot of action the next couple days. My setup here is pretty chopped. I've got like monitors kind of in weird places, so I might be adjusting the screen or whatever uh, to just like fix things and optimize my setup. Um, Still getting used to like the lay of the land here, but it's been pretty chill so far. Yesterday was solid, so looking to keep it going um, the next week. See you guys in the chat already. What's good, y'all? What's good, Jordan? Legit. What's good? Yeah, I'm streaming this on YouTube as well as X, so feel free to just chat in either one. I've got the chat set up decently. Um, Give me a quick sec here. Let me just fix this setup real quick. Jeez, this setup is pretty chopped, but I'll try my best to kind of not have to jump around or whatever. What apps have I been enjoying the most since I've been in Missouri? So I've used most of the domestic books already. So I'm limited on most of them, but FanDuel is like obviously the big one. Even if you're limited on FanDuel, you can still get down a decent amount of money. So FanDuel, Missouri also has Circa, which is pretty cool. I've added like Circa and FanDuel to my pregame filters. I'm not really taking anything pregame yet. I haven't really seen anything pop up for Circa specifically, but we'll see here. Oh shit. I've noticed you already have 300 down on Sunday. Will that not trigger the Bucks? So that 300 is actually for like our matrix model, the edge zone matrix model plays for NFL. Um, I I add the matrix stuff to this tracker, and then every morning I like extract the bets, put them into a separate spreadsheet, and then delete it from here. So all the profit you see here is odds gem related. But these bets for Sunday, there might actually be like a sharp money play or two in there as well. But I'm not really betting them on books that limit, so I'm not too worried about that. All right, I'm gonna get into some arbs now. Uh, I already got down a ton of money in the morning. Tomorrow I might try to stream earlier just because there is action like throughout the day. Bruce Brown. And yeah, I have Novik again, so that's real nice. Assists. So I just got a pregame one down on Prop Builder and Novig for $1 to $4. Oh shit, that was a nah, I can't get that. Yo, what's good, Chad? I knew you'd be in here. Kansas City ain't ready for these arbs. Damn right. Is your at risk 700 while your max profit is at 800 because of the quality of arbs? All right, so that max profit right here, it also includes the matrix plays from Edge Zone, so and sharp money plays, so it kind of beefs up this number a bit. I can actually get the exact amount coming from arbs. I think it's like 200 today. I'm already at like 200 max. But I do cover bets most of the time, so like it'll be like one side to win $1 or the other side to win like bigger. So probably sitting at about like 100 to 150 in arbs, I would estimate. Detroit. Seahawks moneyline cup touchdown. Bro, I am totally on board with that. Svi rebounds. This is kind of a niche player, so I don't know if I can get a lot down on this guy. On Prop Builder, at least. Oh, nice. Music's a little loud. So I just got another one down. See, like $1 to $8. That $8 will like bump it up. Oh, that updated immediately. That's cool. But yeah, so it's kind of like an overestimate here. Let me finish setting this up. My screens aren't right still. Stupid. Yeah, my usual setup is like at home is a lot better, but these monitors, these portable monitors are super clutch. They fit in my bag and everything. I saw someone ask about them. They're just on Amazon. Just look up like portable monitor extenders. All right, should be good now. Which website's live prop builder has been the smoothest? I've already used Bet Now, Bet Anything, Bovada Heritage. Bet US causes me to get one-sided a lot because it buffers a lot. I mean, they're all about the same, to be honest. They're all just kind of decent. There's not one that I've used that's like exceptional or something. They're all just kind of all right. Also been checking out Sharp Money Plays. Don't think I have money loaded in either of these books. So the score is available in Missouri. Sounds good, Chad. Peace. The score, it used to be ESPN Bet, but now it's the score and Fanatics. Not Fanatics prediction markets, but like the actual Fanatics sportsbook. I'm limited on both. I think it's like, I don't even know if I could get this down on the score, but I don't have money in either of these. Or else I think I would take this Siakam play off the Sharp Money tool. 3K liquidity, under 6.5 rebounds. Pretty good to the market. If anyone has those books. All right, let's see what we got. All right, we're getting a wave of hockey right now, it seems. Jacob Chichern. So I used to take these as Sharp Money plays first and then come back and hit them as ARBs, but since I do cover bets, I'm just trying to get the ARB in first, and then I'll go back and hit it for Sharp Money if it looks good. This is a nice one here. $1 to $13. Toronto. Probably going to get a wave of hockey right here. Hit that on Prop Builder as well. So $1 to $6. Anyone else? It's just Jacob Chichern right now. There's a lot popping up. But yeah, I think I'm gonna hit this as a Sharp Money play as well. Just kidding. His line got pulled from Prop Builder. But since I hit those as 2 cover bets, I'm not tripping really. Receptions for Terrence Ferguson. All right, just hit another one. Did I do one? Yeah, 105. for $3 to 750. Pre-game arb right there. This one moved on Onyx. I'm playing music from the TV, so I'm gonna get a couple ads every so often. I don't know if anyone even hears the music, but whatever. All right, let's check out the rest of these. This one moved on Onyx. Looks like liquidity's coming in on John Collins. Shit, more liquidity's coming in on John Collins right now. I'm gonna just lock this one in and then maybe open it up. Damn, this is a big arb though. So much time on these. Wait. I may have tracked that one wrong. I'm just trying to fix it. Yeah, this is 172. Svi, not a lot of liquidity, but the nice thing about Novig is when you open up the play with one click, you could see all the liquidity levels versus like Profit X. Here's another Profit X play. Profit X where it only shows you like that first level of liquidity, if that makes sense. This is a player block shot hockey play. Profit X and Onyx. Absolute ton of liquidity. Would work as a sharp money play, honestly. If it's still up on Fliff, I will take this on the sharp money tool. But if it, okay, it looks like it moved already. It's minus 175 here. That's all good. Let me just check it out though. The player block shots have been okay, I think. They've started popping up recently, like with liquidity. Yeah, it moved. Yo, what's good, hippie? It's cold out here in Missouri. Not like San Diego, but it's pretty chill. Pretty chill. Can't complain. My Airbnb, thankfully, is pretty nice. Westbrook. This could be a good one. Nah, that one moved on Onyx. Why do you skip on some of the 7 to 8% ARBs? Which 7 to 8% ARBs? So I'm doing pregame right now. I've noticed there's been some 8% and you don't place anything. Yeah, so for pregame, it's like kind of hard to get those 7 to 8%. Anything like above 4% has like a chance to get voided. Like if it's a clear error pre-game, a book can void a bet. So if I see anything like above 3%, I'll like make sure it's like actual books that I could bet on, maybe some exchanges and stuff. I'll try to notice if anything. There was a Schroeder 8% and you didn't take it. Do you remember what books it was for? Those 8% ones pre-game basically just have a good chance of getting voided. And if you're doing like those fat percent arbs on a book that does void or that does limit, so like a Fliff, for example, they're going to see that you're beating closing line value and you might be more likely to get limited on that book. Let me lock it in, please. All right, here we go. Another one on Onyx and ProfitX. These hockey ones are nice. This one moved already. All right. Yeah, I'm in Missouri right now, hippie. Literally just pulled up because they legalized sports betting this month. So there's some nice like new user signups to take advantage of and things like that. I already hit most of them when I like traveled in the past, but there's like Bet365 is available here. Circa, some books I've never used, so just figured why not. I haven't really been taking sharp money plays on these domestic books, but I think I'll load up money in them tonight and then try to start taking some of these tomorrow. I'm not even sure how much I can get down on like MGM, Fanatics, the score. So I'll probably just like load $100 in each or something. We'll see. I see you've been doing good. Heck yeah, glad you can take advantage. Yeah, I'm glad I could take advantage too. You know, I'm from California, so the sports betting market was rough and it's getting rougher because we lost Novig at the start of the month and ProfitX like a few days ago. So, you know, I kind of am forced to travel a little bit, but it's not all that bad right now. Have another trip planned for the start of next month actually. And for like March Madness next year, like if I want to take full advantage, I'm like if you live in a limited market state, oh shit, and you're like wanting to arb and stuff for March Madness, you're gonna make the most money in another state for sure. Because like the more sports books you have access to, obviously, the more arb opportunities there are. Florida's not even that bad anymore, honestly. Like Hard Rock is pretty good. I've used and got limited on Hard Rock already, but Hard Rock is pretty nice. And you guys still have like the exchanges. It doesn't look like you guys are losing exchanges. Or the sweepstakes books like Onyx and all that. So, you know. How are you up so much on the month with mostly 2% ARBs? Just grinding. Just grinding it out. I've also been doing like sharp money plays. I'll live bet, and when I'm live arbing, I'm only taking like 4% and above arbs. So that kind of helps contribute to this. But there's just so much action that, you know, even with like just doing pregame arbs, it's possible to pull like a couple thousand. Back in like March of this year, it'll be hard to like do that. But March of this year, I was only doing pregame arbs still. And I still like pulled like $9,000 that month. Let's see. Yeah, this is my March 2025. This is only pregame betting. And it was March Madness and NBA season, so you know I was going pretty ham. But 7K just doing pregame bets. It's definitely possible. My bankroll wasn't even that big, and I was in California the whole time. So, if you don't mind answering, what would you say you have deposited in each book, or like to have in each book at a time? It depends. My bankroll is pretty big at this point after, you know, doing this for almost exactly a year. But, you know, if you want to tell me what your bankroll is, I could kind of recommend. I haven't seen you in here before, Big D. Like what state are you from? What bankroll you working with? Could help you like come up with the, cuz like every my answers are different for like different people's situations and where they live, things like that. So, oh, you DM me? My bad. Oh, I see you in here. All right, I thought it was spam low key. Your name is Big D and your profile says Cockwriter, so. All right. Yeah, feel free to DM me, bro. I could reply to you after the stream, or even if you want to message me, message in the stream chat. That's chill too. Team total for college basketball. All right, that one moved. It's still an ARB, but it's like a very small ARB. Go-Go's not there. These are a bit smaller. So on a big slate like today, I am definitely targeting like 1.5% and above. For the sake of the stream, I might take stuff above like 1, maybe even this, but yeah, on a nice day like today and probably until Christmas, we'll have some pretty big slates. I was able to low hold money out of Bet Now during Magic Knicks Cup game while only losing like $6. Thanks for teaching me that sportsbook screen thing. Yeah, I got you, bro. Glad you're able to get out of Bet Now. I think I got out of every game. I'm like doing promos on every game. I was able to lose out on there. They're already asking me to redeposit and give me like a $500 deposit match. There's like so many promos that I can't even keep up. So, which live prop builder let you get the most down and had the smoothest withdrawal process? I still haven't used. Oh, you haven't even used MyBookie, XBet. I'd say MyBookie and XBet have been solid so far. I thought you had used those already. MyBookie, XBet, UWager. Have I used UWager? I haven't used UWager. Wager Attack, I have used, just not a lot. Busser and No Limit AG, I haven't used those either. Or wait, Busser, BUSR. Yeah, I've used that one. That one's all right. MyBookie and XBet though. Try those. Just be careful. Like I know we've talked about it before, but now with so many people aware of like the prop builder method, the books definitely are like limiting people a lot quicker. So if you make an account, don't go into it and like straight abuse the prop builder from day one. Try to like disguise your action a bit and stuff. Throw in like non-arbs bets that aren't beating CLV and things like that. I'm trying to do more positive EV plays and sharp money plays. I have almost 2K in EV and sharp money. Nice, dude. Yeah, me too. Me too. Especially if I'm back in Cali and stuff and I don't have as many books and I can't arb as much, I'll definitely have be increasing like my wager sizes for EV and sharp money plays. So I'm right there with you. Bookmaker's been popping today. There's no rushing attempts on Onyx, and I'm not doing any pre-game. I'm honestly not arbing on my actual DraftKings right now, or probably won't be at all. Limited pretty bad on player props, so I'm just doing like I was doing like some live EV yesterday on DraftKings and FanDuel, but not really doing arbs with them. It's kind of pointless. Polymarket doesn't have player props in the US yet. I just have the Polymarket. I'll take it off right now. It's kind of noisy. But Polymarket, I haven't actually bet anything on them yet. Let's try to check out this one on Kalshi. I'm gonna say something that doesn't make sense, so sorry for that. It's okay. Sometimes nothing makes sense. So I know how to ARB. I get the concept, but I don't know how to ARB, if that makes sense. Have you? So I thought you were already doing ARBs already. Have you just been doing like EV stuff and not like ARBing, or what's your betting been looking like? I thought I've seen some updates on your page, and I thought you were doing ARBs. So these are getting a little smaller here. Where's that? That Kalshi play I was trying to take went away, so we'll try Kalshi again another time. Davion Mitchell rebounds. Fuck. Oh no, this one's gonna move. Fuck, this one moved. $105. So this one moved, and it's not an ARB anymore. Let's see if I could fix it. Looks like, oh shoot, it's moving here. All right, I might as well just take this. Or no, hold on. Try to fix it on Onyx. Miami Heat. Shoot. Try to fix this before the line moves on Onyx as well. All right, we're good. That worked out. Almost had to take a loss, but we're good. $1 to $6 right there. I only get one down and don't know how to get multiple down without holding up my bankroll for 2 plays. So that's kind of the thing. I guess I'm only attracted to ARBs that pay over $1 amount. But if I ARB a bunch of small ARBs and get 15 cent multiple times, is the move. I'm not disciplined enough. I mean, like, nah, that's valid. That's valid for sure. It's like all up to you, honestly. Like for me, I prefer, since I do this full time right now, I prefer to have like the risk-free profits, um, and bet both sides for that risk-free money, rather than, like in if you think about it, if you look at an ARB, at least one side, if not both sides, are going to be plus EV. And if you're playing plus EV plays in the long run, you're expected to make money, right? Expected EV is expected value. So in the long run, you would expect to make money. But there is that added variance. I personally, right now, don't want to like have that variance. I'd rather be like consistent profit every day. But honestly, like if I did do more EV, it could lead to more profits. It could lead to less profits, but like if you're going with like a large sample size, I would expect to be up. I just like to have like the consistent profit. But if you're doing EV and only getting one side of the quote ARB down, like, there's nothing wrong with that. There's plenty of guys that do that here and are like plenty successful. Who do you like in the NFL game tonight? Low-key Seahawks. It's a divisional game on a Thursday. Those divisional games Usually I like to take like the underdog, but the spread on this game is like basically even. Seahawks are at home. Rams don't have Devontae. I don't know. I've got a lot of fantasy football writing today, so I'm not really taking any NFL. There's a crazy sharp money play earlier. Rashid Shaheed, 9K liquidity. Really? I'm guessing it's like way earlier in the day, but 9K liquidity, I probably would have taken it. Herbert Jones haven't crazy yet. Yeah, that's what I've been doing, but I love the idea of guaranteed profit. It's so sexy to me. Yeah, nah, for sure. For sure. Maybe like try mixing in both. Like if you get like an ARB that's like over 1% or like 1.5 or 2% or whatever you want to do. If you get an ARB that's like higher than that, then you take it as an ARB. But if it's like less than 1% or whatever the threshold is, then you could take it as an EV bet or something. It's nice because you could. There's like ways to manipulate your strategy that fits you best, right? It's not like there's one exact way to do things. All right, I'm a. How long has it been here? 45 minutes. It was Fanatics plus 345. I'm guessing it's a touchdown for that Shaheed play you're talking about. I like Rashid Shaheed. He's a good player. But give me a sec. I need to like get some water and stretch. All right. This chair is messing up my back too, so I got to get up every once in a while. Plus 395. Did you take it, Jordan? Do you take Shaheed? I'll root for that for you. I take everything. That's the problem. I just got home and so far I've risked 352 to make a risk-free $8 to $11. I mean that's how it is, you know. Hopefully you're able to stick with it for a long time and then you could scale, you know, like it'll be $8 to $11 at first and then, you know, couple weeks, couple months in, it'll start to compound a lot. So, like let me see if I could find my my tracker from like January of this year, which is a year ago. You know, this is January of this year. You know, I was still grinding a bit, or a good amount. It was only like, you know, 20 to, you know, $50 a day or whatever. Fast forward to now where it's like a couple $100 a day. After time, that bankroll just snowballs, you know, that compounding effect. See if we got any DFS. So there's a free pick on Anthony Joshua. This AD play looks really good. I'm gonna actually save this free pick for later. Maybe try to do like a DFS ARB, if you guys have seen me do that before. But I see 3 decent plays here. Gibbs, less fantasy score, getting 2 points of value against every single book. AD, under points rebounds. I feel like this might get bumped soon, so I'm going to try to hit this. Getting a point to 2 points of value on AD, under points rebounds. And then that one's all right. Rob Williams. Yeah, we'll take Robert Williams. Under 15.5 points, rebounds, assists. Full point value here. Let's see if the limits are different in Missouri. They're not. All right, I'm running this for $5, which is my max. But this play looks good. Good value here. I want to see the first month where you started live ARBs. Had to be a crazy feeling. First month of live ARBs was April this year. So this was, yeah, first month of live ARBs. I went to Arizona for a week. It was the last week of NBA season, so April 8th through the 13th, I was in Arizona, and they had all the books, they had all the exchanges at that time, and I had a lot of like new user signups, and the prop builder method was like super fresh, so there weren't like crazy limits, things like that. So all right, prize picks, we got to play down. That looks like the best value so far. This one's all right. Rest of these are okay. Half a rebound assist. I mean, that's all right, actually. We'll run this, actually. We'll run one more on prize picks. Kelsey, under 5.5 receptions. That's really good. Two of them are at 4.5, so. Then we'll run Tamani Kamara, over points rebounds. Points rebounds. And we'll run Schroeder, because like half a point, it's not like so enticing, but in order for him to lose this line, he needs to get 9 rebounds, assists, right? Which is almost like a 1.5 value on a rebounds assist prop, which we'll see how it goes. So another 3-man power here. Whenever an MLB player had 0.5 hits, runs, RBIs, lines, and a .5 total base line. I always arbed it with the free square on DFS. Interesting. MLB player. .5 hits, runs, RBIs. Total base. So the only thing about that, legit, is if a player walks, like gets walked, when they're at bat, they don't get a hit or a total base, but they can get an RBI and they can eventually get a run. So that's the only risk there. That seems pretty good, though. I might check that out when MLB starts again. All right. So I think that's good for Prize Picks. I don't know if there's any other promos besides that free square. But I'm going to check out the ARB tool again. This one's gone on ProfitX. It moved on Onyx too, so it's like, or if they get a sack fly, yeah. So there's like a few little nuances that could happen there. It's not a bad idea. I'm sure it happens rarely. Please log me in. Yeah, okay, this one got pulled on Prop Builder. I'm guessing there's some lineup news in the Knicks game because the line is moving a lot. I wouldn't be surprised if like some of their players sat because they just won the cup. I'm gonna try this out here. Oh no, he got pulled. Yeah, all the Knicks players got pulled on Onyx at least. Shit, lot of arbs here. Oh no, that one's gone. All right. Dumb question. What is Prop Builder? Is that a site or any site with props? Prop Builder. It's like a general term. So like a bunch of these offshore books, like Bet Online, MyBookie, I think Bovada, XBet, like a ton. There's like probably 10. They have like this prop builder feature. I'll pull up Bet Online now. So like this is a Bet Online in offshore, one of the better offshores. They have like a little prop builder feature here where it's just a bunch of like player props. They're all provided by the same odds provider, I guess is the word. So they all share the same odds. If you go to the ARB screen, EV screen, or pretty much any of the pages on OddsJam's screen, they have a filter here for prop builder. So it pulls up just any player prop specifically under any of those prop builders. So really good ARBs there on prop builder. OG got removed. Yeah, some sort of lineup news for the Knicks game. See if we could get this one in. Oh no. All right, we're good. We got that one in. $1 to almost $7 on that ARB right there. This one will be pretty good here. Oh, I was getting confused because I see the prop builder icon. So I'm like, what site is that? Yeah. Prop builder is super clutch. You got to get on it for sure. Dude. I'm trying to open up ProfitX and the location services is just being weird. It's not verifying me. It's been like that since I've been in this Wi-Fi right here. Damn, yeah, look at all this Knicks Pacers action right now. Bridges points. No, that moved. Points, rebounds, assists. No, they're all moving real fast. Yeah, they're not going to stick. Come on, man. So that one's not there. Come on. Not a lot of liquidity here. I'm still going to take it, though. Marcus Smart, rebounds, assists. Is this one gone on ProfitX? It's not taking my... ProfitX has been a little buggy recently. Oh my goodness. Alright, never mind. So I got that here. $0 or $4 on that ARB. These are a little bit lower percents. $0 to $3 on this one. Desmond Bain. This one's gone on no vig. This one's moved on Onyx. I'm down to take this one. He is not on the Kings. $0.80 to $2.50 on that one. Wemby points. Hopefully this is up here. No. Oh, wait. This is Wendell Carter. God damn it. I thought it was Wemby. Yeah, that one's gone. Probably lost time thinking it said Wemby instead of Wendell. This one's gone too. OG points. We'll see if this Knicks one, these Knicks plays last. No, this one's gone. Do bets for tonight's game. I mean, I'm doing ARBs for tonight's game. Everything is for today. Are you talking about like straights, DFS? What kind of bets? I'm really just doing ARBs over here because there's so much ARBs right now. Yeah, that one's gone. Is the amount one different because odds gem rounds up? Is there any way to even it out to the same amount whatever side wins? Yeah, so on the calculator, sorry, I'm just chewing my snack, but on the calculator, I just do like the cover bets, so I'll have one side win. If it's on an exchange specifically, I'll have one side win $1 and then the non-exchange side win more money. But if you use this little calculator right here on OddsJam's screen, you could pull up the bet calculator, put in one side, and then it'll give you the exact payout to match both sides. I used to do it this way. I used to just match it exactly, the same. But, I think most of us in the community have noticed that the exchange side on these props tends to lose out more often than the other side. So kind of in order to save money, I'll do less on the exchange, if that's what you're asking, Devin. Curry threes is gone on Onyx. Seems like Onyx is moving fast right now. 5.5 threes is his over under is just disgusting. Prophet X is tripping right now for sure. All right, I think it's because the Wi-Fi here, the not as strong as what I'm usually working with, but I feel like this is gonna move quickly. Yeah, that one's gonna move. I'm sure the bet 105 side is not the same. I just want to look. Yeah, it moved minus 104. Amen Thompson, no. Assist moved. Bit smaller here. Curry going under tonight. Suns play good ass defense on him. Ryan Dunn picks up 94 feet. That's good. Yeah, 5.5 threes is pretty crazy. Like, bro, you're gonna make the sports books like him to score. They think he can score 6 threes. Like, that's his average. It's freaking crazy. I'm sorry I stole that Curry liquidity. All good, dude. There's liquidity to go around. Sharp money is a little dry today, it seems. All right. Best time to get Sunday NFL ARBs in? Probably Sunday morning before the games start. I'll most likely be streaming Sunday morning, getting some Sunday ARBs in. So we can try to hit those together. Yeah, usually like right before games start in general is the best time to ARB. That's when liquidity starts to flow. You'll get a lot of discrepancies. There's like injury news and whatever. Like this last Sunday, there was a big announcement that like moved markets a lot. It was Rome Odunze getting ruled out like literally 5 minutes before kickoff. And the moment that news was announced, obviously markets were flying all over the place. There was value on pretty much all the Bears players for those 5 minutes. Usually the news doesn't come out like literally 5 minutes before game time. It's usually like, it could be like, a lot of the news comes out like the hour before. But usually in general, like before games start, best time to ARB in general. This one moved already. Let's see if we could get some underdog value while we wait for another wave of ARBs. I'm limited on underdog 2. I don't get any promos anymore. Whatever we play here should be good for promos. All right, I think we could go 6-man here. We'll go 6-man. We'll go Tamani. Can you guys, hopefully you guys can see the screen here. I'll zoom in here. Tamani Kamara. Under 23.5 points, rebounds, assists. We could get a potential middle with that other play we took on Prize Picks. Well, this one got bumped already. It's at 21 already. Alex Sarr under points. Damn, these are getting bumped quick. Okay, yeah. Probably going to be quick with this underdog play if we can get one in. Oh, yeah, this looks really good. We need a 6th play. We'll go Zion. Zion looks good there. These are all just plus EV plays. They might get bumped fast, so I'm just moving fast. But this is the play here. All EV plays. I could break it down now. Gardner Minshew, we took his under 221.5 passing yards because literally every book except BetMGM, which I don't give a lot of weight for player props to, has this passing yard line like 10 yards away. So we're getting 10 yards of value there against most books. Steven Adams. So this was the strongest play in my opinion. Steven Adams getting a point of value against Prize Picks, Parlay Play, and Prop Builder. And Pinnacle and Bovada favor Steven Adams over here. I didn't take any of the esports ones. They do look good, but I just wanted to keep it all basketball here. Alex Sarr, Dylan Brooks, Jaime Jaquez, Zion Williamson, all basically getting value against the market pretty much. So I could share the link for this too. All right, I shared the link for the underdog play in the YouTube and X chats. I feel like this one probably not going to be there. Oh, shit, it is there. Nope, it moved. on Onyx. All right, we got that one in on 4CX instead. Instead of whatever book I had opened up in the first place. 4% ARB, $4 to $5 right there. Didn't even have to risk too much, so that's a really good ARB right there. Cross exchange. Oh yeah, it moved on Onyx, so Onyx not there. This one's gone on Bet Openly. This one's been sitting for a while. All right. Little one right there. $1.25 each way. All right, I'll be right back again. All right. Let's lock in. Still a lot of plays to be taken. So I'm gonna do another underdog play. This Devon Achane play is really, really good in my opinion. I just like the matchup and the fact that there's a ton of liquidity. And just the situation in general. I actually already took this as a sharp money play earlier today or yesterday. I just really like this play. So I'm going to take it on underdog again. Under 17.5 rushing attempts. We took Minshew. I'm not taking this Jackson Smith and Jigba play specifically because I'm going against him in fantasy in one of my semifinal matchups. So if he goes over, not only does it hurt me in my matchup, but it'll hurt me betting wise. So I'm not going to do it. Not going to do it. We'll take Moses Moody points and Jose Alvarado looks good too. So we'll do a 3-man here. Moses Moody under points and Jose Alvarado got bumped. It's at 11.5. Here's 10. Did we take AD already? I think we did, right? Yeah, we took AD's under already on Prize Picks, so we don't need to do it again. I like this Trey Murphy line a little bit more than this Booker line. FanDuel has it at minus 154. So this is the three man here. Sharp Money plus Fantasy Optimizer. Links are in the chat. And then finally, last underdog play. We're gonna take these esports ones. Lakia, Lakia, whatever it is. Under 13.5 kills. Just got to make sure. So I guess both of them. There's two different matchups, right? There's this Paper X in G2 Sports. We're taking this G2 Sports one. Wondering if you can take both. It's different games, but different teams. All right, whatever. So we can only take that once, obviously. Then Obone. Nova Esports and Billy. That's this one here. We'll do his under. Getting a kill and a half of value against Prize Picks. Then last one we'll take this guy. Under 12.5 kills. All right, I guess I'm not limited here. I used to only be able to get $50 down. But we're taking this esports play, and we're going to try something nice here. We'll try to get a middle. We'll try to get a middle slip going with this and Prize Picks. I guess technically, if I want to do that, I should lower the whatever. We'll run that. Then Prize Picks, we're gonna do the opposite. So we'll take all the opposite sides that we just took, so that we could potentially get some middles going here. So it's Valorant and Dota. All right, maybe nothing on Prize Picks, so we'll just run that one on Underdog. That's fine. This esports play, links are in the chat. Cool. See what other ARBs we got going. I have a lot of money in Bet 105, so I don't mind taking this ARB that's like 1% here. And we're approaching game time, so it's not all that bad. $1 to $7 on that one. Was I supposed to? No. Miles Bridges. Let's try 73. Fuck. That one moved. Very small loss on this when it moved on Bookmaker. So minus $1 on that one. Damn, I have a ton of money in here. So $1 to $4 on that ARB. I think we're up to like over $100 on this stream so far, just doing pregame ARBs. And I've been chatting around and hopping onto DFS, so you know, ton of money to be made pregame still. Super easy money too. Like I'll still be doing ARBs live, like while the games are going on and stuff, but like pregame is super easy in my opinion. All right. Let's see. No, that one moved. Zubats. Line has gone on Bookmaker. Oof, I'm still hungry. OG, no, that's gone. Zubats play might be up on Prop Builder for at least a little liquidity here. I want to keep my bets round on Prop Builder, so I'm just gonna make this 75. It'll be minus $1 or plus $5, but I just want to keep the bet sizes round. I don't want to be betting like 73, 72. It's better to do 75 on a book that will limit you. OG. $1 to 272. This one's gone on Novig. Zach Risache on Fliff and Novig. There's a chance this one moves here. Let's see. All right, we're good. Might be a small loss on the flip side. Yeah, minus 23 cents or plus 383. I maybe should have did $85 there. But that's all good. Ryan Kalkbrenner. Oh, this one. 78. On Bet 105, they don't limit. So, doesn't matter if I do $78 there. Damn, we're getting non-stop ARBs right now. Jaylee Brunson. No, these next ones on Onyx are probably not going to be accurate. All right, everything's a little bit low. I don't have better. Usually better I'll be able to like do the 2 discounts each day, but they don't have better in Missouri. Dabble actually has a promo today. I am limited on Dabble, but they have a Rocket today. Rocket multiplier. So let's use it. Did it come through? Let's use it if there's value, I mean. Dabble. Okay, Dabble looks pretty good. All right, Marcus Smart got pulled. Oh, LaMelo, that's crazy value. Damn, a lot of these are getting pulled quick on Dabble. Either that or they just weren't available in the first place. All right, now you have to just search. So Moses Moody over 3s. For the Rocket, we need 4 picks. So I think we took Jaime Jaquez already. Yeah, we took his higher rebounds already. We don't need to take his points and rebounds. PJ Washington. Under rebounds, really good against FanDuel and the rest of the market, but FanDuel especially. And then last pick, it looks like we could do Benedict Mathurin. Yeah, that looks good. Under 8.5 rebounds, assists. Not available. Zion rebounds, if it's available, we'll take that. Yeah, that looks good for the... Oh, no. Damn. All right, so you can't use Dabble in Missouri either. This looks good for a Dabble run, though. These plays look good here. If anyone has Dabble and wants to use their rocket boost, that looks good. I can't use Dabble, unfortunately. Damn, this one moved. Yeah, these plays are moving really quick for the next game. That's not available on ProfitX. Oh, damn. Ton of liquidity on the Rams. So this is interesting. There was 50K liquidity on the other side yesterday, and now it's showing up here. I don't know what to make of that. All right, anyways, can't do Dabble. Pick 6. I think we got pick 6 access here. It's a free pick for the Jake Paul fight. There's not going to be any value for this, really, I think. Or the optimizer is not going to pick it up. I don't think they have boxing. But we have till tomorrow to place that, so I'm not going to place that. So 30% Thursday boost. We got really close to the Achane play. I don't know if I shared this one. No, I think I just shared this in Edge Zone, but we got really close to this Achane play. That garbage time really killed this one. But for NFL Today, ooh, I don't know how I feel about this one. All right, so the value's not great, but we'll take the top 3 plays off the optimizer. I don't know if anyone's still here and still taking DFS stuff right now. I'm just going to make sure I get all the bonuses in, though. So we'll take Stafford under passing touchdowns. Darnold over completions. This is all just off the optimizer. And I think it was Puka over receptions. I'm facing Puka in fantasy, but I'm facing against him. So if he goes over, at least this bet cashes. I'm just going to go $10 because... Yo, what's good, legit? All right, cool. Chat was a little quiet for a bit, both chats. I'm just going to do $10 on this one. The value's not amazing. But with the boost, it's not bad. So links are in the chat. Okay. Jalen Brunson assists. Ugh, my back is toast. Let's try this. That's a little better. All right, got this one in on ProfitX and Prop Builder. Basically 0 to almost $4. Rui, this play might be available. Could be. No, not available on Onyx. Jackson Hayes. Oh, fuck. All right, got this one in on Onyx. I've bet so much money on Onyx that I think after a certain amount wagered, they like limit the amount you could bet. So usually it's like 125 or total payout can be 250. I'm fading right now. But when you wager a lot of money on Onyx, they like lessen it after a while. If you've used Onyx, that'll make sense. How much am I up today? I'm not sure. I think strictly off of ARBs from this stream alone, we probably got like $130. I think this started out at 810, so pretty solid stream so far. But I'll recap my profits in the morning. I'll make a post about it once everything cashes and I balance my books and stuff. This one moved on Prop Builder. Did you take anything on Prize Picks? Yeah, I did. I think I took 2 or 3 plays. I can't share links on Prize Picks, so you'll just have to manually search them. It's these 3 right here. So Don C, if you're taking these, I'll leave them up on the screen. I'll leave them up for like 10-15 seconds each, and then if you want to take them, just pause the stream and then just lock those plays in. All right, that one moved. So that's that first one on Prize Picks. Here's the second one. I don't know if the value will still be there, but like say I'm showing this 3 pick. Say one of these picks is gone. You could definitely combine these slips into like a 6-man, a 5-man flex. If some of the plays got bumped. Sharp money's been dry today. Puka, I can't take. Dabble. This would be nice though. All right, and the last one on Prize Picks is this one right here. Freezing. All right. Hopefully you got those on Prize Picks. Oops. Pick six done. Any college football? I'll see real quick. Nothing really. Not gonna force anything for college football because we have until Saturday to get this one in. This one expires 12/20. Got you down. See, yeah, bro. Mad cozy right now. It's cold as hell over here. Doubt there's liquidity here. Yeah, basically nothing. Yeah, not gonna take that. Wagered about 943 in pre-games and have a guaranteed 19 to 26. I'm about to deposit into my bookie now for lives. Yeah, solid. I feel like pre-game, it just builds the base for the day, and then live betting, you know, takes the profits a lot higher because the ROI you can get on those live bets, I'm usually only taking stuff above 4% versus pregame. You're watching me take stuff above 1%, sometimes even below, which, not a lot of return. I don't mind taking them, but, say you're strapped on time or something, live betting, you'll get a lot better ROI. Assessing the waters, and they let me get down 1.8K on Brandon Miller points on my bookie prop builder. Yeah, just be careful with my bookie and any prop builder right now. Earlier in the year, I wouldn't have said the same thing, but nowadays, just gotta watch out for those limits. Sleeper, I think there's some boosts and promos. 5-pick NBA, 5-pick NFL. We got 4 days for this one, so I'll wait on it. Probably can't even find 5 picks here, but whatever. Oh, we got 2 discounts too, so we'll take this Desmond Bain and Shaden Sharp discount. All right, good value here. This Bain discount, kind of shaky, but we'll take it. Wayne Knight is the first play. All right, maybe not. We'll do Blake Grupe. Blake Grupe over 1.5 field goals made. Minus 125 on Sleeper. Better value than DraftKings and MGM, I guess. And I also like this spot because Colts are still starting Phillip Rivers. So I don't think their red zone offense is going to be that great. Makes me believe that they'll be kicking a lot of field goals. So if we get value on this play and it, I like the spot, that's even better. How careful do you mean by careful? Like, can I wager 500 on it? If you're doing pregame, I mean, in general, I think right now the books are just watching prop builders specifically. So by be careful, I mean, it sounds like you just downloaded or just signed up for MyBookie right now. Since your account is still new, you don't want to be going into the prop builder and immediately hammering pregame arbs, even live arbs. You probably want to low hold a bit with it, do some maybe even lose a little bit of money. Say you deposit $1,000 on it, if you lose $100 and then start doing arbs or something, like, you know, might help your account health. But, you know, I'm just looking out for account health, basically. Like, um, these books are just watching out for the prop builders now. Let me share this link to the sleeper play. What books do you have the most success arbing against prop builder? Definitely the exchanges. So Novig and ProfitX. I think this line moved already by 3 points after we took it. Nothing else stands out to me for the shade and sharp play. Maybe we'll take a liquidity play here. Pinnacle line, not good here. I was thinking about taking Puka on sleeper, but MyBookie is another book that isn't on OddsJam. Yeah, I know. They used to be on OddsJam. I don't know what happened. But if you use their prop builder, you know, you don't need OddsJam to have a filter for it technically. Who the hell is this? Tyler Fortenberry. All right. Still trying to get this one in. Oh, come on, bro, with the location, man. All right, so odds move slightly. Oh, God. Just lock in, bro, please. Move twice. All right, $1 to $7 right there. You can find live bets on exchanges. Oh, I don't know if you're talking about live betting. For live betting against Prop Builder, Onyx, Fliff, FanDuel, DraftKings. Yeah, those are the ones for live betting against exchange. You can find. I don't know what if you're talking about player props, Devin. You can find live bets on exchanges. It just moves extremely fast because someone could drop liquidity and it'll show up as an ARB, but then they could cancel that liquidity just as fast. So say you tried to get a live ARB in between an exchange and like DraftKings, for example. Say you get that DraftKings side in first, you go back to the exchange. That person that dropped the liquidity, they could just cancel it, and then the ARB is gone. So I don't live bet the exchanges or live ARB the exchanges. If anything, I'll just do EV plays, but that's pretty rare. I honestly don't even keep the filters on for the exchanges when the games are happening. Looks like there's enough. Why do I keep pulling up the wrong game? This one's gone on Prop Builder. I have Prop Builder and Profit X2, and that guy did not pop up for me. Which guy? I don't even remember anymore. Oh, the Fortenberry guy. He moved twice. The line moved twice. Mamu is not available. Yeah. Do 90. Black assists. All right, basically $0 to $2 on that ARB. Isaiah Jackson rebounds. Ton of liquidity dropped. Oh, that's 55. $1 right there. Yeah, Fortenberry. That one moved really fast. I'm surprised how fast that one moved. Who the hell is this? I've never heard of this guy in my life. See, this is something someone was mentioning earlier. I don't take these big percent ones. Like on Fliff, this one is popping up right now. But like something like that where it's a clear error, it might be better to not arb it, to just take that one side. But, Fliff has been known to void pregame player props before. So it's just something to watch out for. Yeah, I got you. Legit. Good question. This one's a small percent, but I'm almost done pregame arbing. So I'll just nuke my balances. Tyler Kolek, this fool's been balling. Alright, that one's gone though. Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna hop off soon, so I'll get to your question right now. Legit. If anyone else is watching, has any other questions, feel free to throw it in the chat. I'm on for like another 15 minutes. I still have to hit one more sleeper promo. And that's all, because I can't use the rest of the DFS apps here. This is a middle. I want to try to hit this. Yeah, that's not going to be there. That's gone. Anyways, so when you get a chance, can you show how you would low hold off a book that's not on OddsJam for a slate like today? Every line I'm looking at, the odds are so diverse. I thought the odds for the Rams-Seahawks game would be 50-50 since they're divisional rivals. It's borderline 50-50. I think just because Devontae Adams is out, it's slightly favoring the Seahawks. But for a book where it's not on OddsJam, what I personally do is I just pull up that one book. Maybe in your case it's MyBookie, right? Pull up MyBookie on one screen or tab or whatever. Then pull up the sportsbook screener. So OddsJam here, On the left sidebar, they have the sportsbook screen. Open that up, and here you could look at all the odds like across all the books, right? So you could filter for over here in sports books for all the books you're trying to look at, and just kind of manually look at my bookie and then look at like the rest of the lines here, see if you can find any potential low holds. Yeah, that's pretty much how I do it. It's a manual process, but sometimes you have to do it. I'm trying to low hold to profit X. So you could just look at the profit X column and just compare manually that way. Sometimes you'll get value on like Bet 105 and Bookmaker 2 for low holds though. How do you track it? So yeah, that's another thing. Me personally, I track the other books that aren't like that don't have a filter for OddsJam. I'll track it on a side spreadsheet. But what you could do if you don't want to do all that, you could just come to the filter, and when you're inputting the bet, just pick a book that you don't use and just like a placeholder. So like I've never heard of this book 10 bet. You could use that, and then anytime you have something show up for MyBookie, just mark it as 10 bet or something, and then you'll know every time like you see 10 bet, it's actually MyBookie. XBet does have a filter. I think MyBookie has a filter, they just don't pull the odds. So you could actually add that as the right filter, you just can't find the odds. Ooh, nice. Another, basically a sharp money play here. Trying to get this in on Onyx. So I just got this Harley play in on for NHL on Onyx as an ARB. This would work as a sharp money play, honestly. 4.5k liquidity. Could work for DFS too. We'll take it on sleeper. We'll do that. Was looking for a sleeper play, so this is perfect. We have this Shaden Sharp discount. We'll take it with Thomas Harley over block shots. Yeah, that looks good. Cool, and now we're good with sleeper. All right, I'm about to hop off in 5 minutes, so we'll see if we could get any last minute bets in here. Probably ARBs. Everything's kind of small percent. Damn, yeah. So I think at the start of the stream, this max profit was at 810, and now we're at 972. So it's about $160. There are a lot of cover bets though, so it's probably about like 120 to 130 or something. But that's pretty good for 2 hours, as well as like getting in all the DFS promos and stuff in the middle of Arbing, and just like chatting it up with y'all and um, checking out Sharp Money Tool and things like that. I don't think we got any Sharp Money plays in, which is a bit surprising. Could have got a few of the hockey ones in, but they moved before I could get them in as Sharp Money plays. So maybe tomorrow we'll try. I'll definitely be streaming again tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, maybe Tuesday. So I leave Tuesday afternoon. We'll see if I could squeeze out maybe a morning stream on Tuesday. See what happens there. Mad cold. Well, yeah, these are all really low percents. So I'm pretty sure Boom has discounts today, and Owner's Box might have one. I just can't use them in Missouri. So if you guys have these books, um, check if they have a promo. Make sure to hit them. If you don't have these books, I honestly like if you have them available in your state, I'd recommend getting all the DFS apps you can. They have a bunch of promos. It's basically just free money, as long as you're hitting all the good promos, like we've been doing for Sleeper and all the other apps. Um, yeah, I think we're good. The ARBs are slowing down, so games start in about 40 minutes. So maybe I'll try this last one here. Nah, that's okay. All right, cool. Yeah, if you guys made it this far, thanks for tuning in. Um, yeah, I'll be back streaming tomorrow.